Jam. This is the Super Bowl. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sam Boyd Stadium. I'm Scott Douglas, along with veteran Monster Jam announcer Joe Lowe, for 2 hours of the most incredible monster truck racing and freestyle you will ever see, because this is the big one, the World Finals. The 16 best trucks all here, ready to go to war for 2 world championships, one in racing and one in freestyle. Now, 3 years ago, Tom Meents was able to come in and get the victory over Gunslinger in a wild night of racing and some incredible freestyle action when Gravedigger won that freestyle title. 2 years ago, it was Tom Meents sweeping both titles, getting a win over Blue Thunder in the finals. And then last year, Bounty Hunter kind of made his name and burst onto the national stage, making it to the finals. But again, that constant, Tom Meents was there to sweep both those championships. Well, Joe Lowe, last night in qualifying, the big story surrounded Tom Meents and the world champion Maximum Destruction, and it's not one he's very happy about. He crashed in qualifying, a DNQ, which sees him 14th in the first round and a matchup against his arch rival, the Gravedigger. But the Gravedigger team has some issues of its own.
Well, I tell you, they do have some issues because Dennis Anderson, the man who has done such an incredible job driving this Gravedigger truck, but always coming up just a little bit short. He's not even going to be racing this year. Now, he is here, and he is going to be the manager of the team, and he is going to be the guy that's sort of coaching the team. But he's brought in a guy who has brought in some incredible action here in the past, Pablo Huffacre of the Blacksmith truck. He'll be driving Gravedigger. Now, Pablo, he's done an incredible job in racing. He's also done an incredible job in freestyle. How's he going to do in Gravedigger? We're going to find out tonight. But there's other stories, Scott. The story of Jim Creighton. You mentioned him, the bounty hunter last year, just bursting on the scene, as you said. But this year, he's a bit of a seasoned veteran, and this year, he's the fastest qualifier. An independent coming in here going against all the big boys, and this year, again, he's setting the pace very, very high. You also have Kathy Winston in the Zolby truck. Jim Kohler, an Avenger, in here again. And Jim, of course, he has been working on that truck, trying to get it dialed in. So here we are. The whole stage is set. The holy grail of monster truck racing is on the line, and it's all happening here tonight at World Finals.
Well, we also have another member of our broadcast crew, and he is going to be one very busy individual in the pits where a lot of stories are going to be played out tonight in the pursuit of 2 world championships. So let's go down to the pits right now and bring in Matt Steele.
Hey, thanks, guys. We're back here at the pits right now at the Monster Jam World Finals. 16 of the best monster trucks anywhere in the world, and we're going to take a look backstage at what's going on in the drivers' heads. We're going to be looking at them working on these trucks in between rounds. It's going to be off the hook tonight. You talk about action out there on the stadium floor, there's a lot more action back here in the pits, and we're going to be taking a look at all of that tonight, all night long.
Now let's meet the 16 trucks that have earned their way to the World Finals, including one of 2 ladies in the field, Kathy Winston, really a rookie on the big stadium tour in the Zolby truck, the Chevrolet, out of North Benton, Ohio. John Seasock, a seasoned veteran with a lot of Vegas experience, brings back the sudden impact Ford out of Prattville, Pennsylvania.
Boy, the field continues, Scott Douglas, with this guy, Black Stallion Michael Waters, Hagerstown, Maryland. He has been the Thunder National champ, and he's coming to show everybody what he has in that big Black Stallion Ford. We also have Lupe Sosa in the Toro Loco truck. Lupe out of Corpus Christi, Texas, is a PE teacher and loves driving the monster truck.
One of the highest profile owners in the sport is Carl Malone, the future NBA Hall of Famer. His truck, Power Forward, is here with Chad Fortune, the young rising star of Atlanta, Georgia, behind the wheel. And Bobby Z, one of the most popular trucks on the circuit, the Marvel Comics Spider-Man, based in New York City. Bobby out of Aurora, Illinois, in a 1963 Cheetah.
The who's who in monster trucks continues with Gunslinger Scott Hartsock out of Oldsmar, Florida. This big Ford is destined for a win. He says, let's see what happens tonight. And there's Todd Frolick, a relatively new truck with a driver that's back, and this guy is competent. He is out of Edwardsville, Illinois. Todd Frolick and the incredible Monster Munch.
In his sophomore season, Carl Van Horn has moved into the Blacksmith truck, and it fits him like a glove. He's earned the World Finals berth out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina. That's a 1941 Willys. And Medusa, the former professional wrestler who is now one of the rising stars in monster truck racing. She won the freestyle in Jacksonville just a few weeks ago.
There's Brian Bartle. Brian Bartle out of Big Lake, Minnesota, and the Wolverine truck. This guy is another one that says, look out, world, here I come, and this could be his year. And there's Jimmy Creed. What can we tell you about Jimmy Creed? Fastest qualifier. Came up runner-up last year, and this year he says, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in Vegas.
The man they call Mr. Excitement out of Columbus, Michigan, Jim Kohler, the 1957 Chevrolet. Big horsepower, great freestyler. We'll keep an eye on him tonight. And here's one of the hottest trucks on the circuit, the built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. Lyle